All right, people out there on YouTube, I'm going to do a video on a Wheelie Bird, putting a base on it, wobble base. There's not very many videos out there on YouTube of how to install this thing or how it looks whenever it's going. I started doing it and screwed up my doing it the first time, so I'm going to cut this little part. I've already got it put together. Maybe I can show you some of the stuff. Yeah, I'm not very good at this, doing it on my phone. So there's the box that it came in. I got it from Amazon, delivered yesterday. It's not hard to do, folks. My Wheelie Bird was already put together, and I had to take it apart a little bit. So when I did it, I had to take the base off of it to replace it with the Wheelie Bird wobble base that's there. I sprayed all of mine down with some white lithium grease on all the wear points. Hopefully it'll last a little longer. You'll see later in the video that I say I'm going to do this, but I've already done it. Put it together. It's not real hard. This is just the Wheelie Bird original. It's not the 2.0. I'll explain a little bit later. I should have gotten the 2.0 and waited a little bit, but hey, it's not tough. All right. One thing that I will say, I don't think I caught it in the video later, is, I guess I did. I'll have to watch it and see, but just remember that pin right there and that clip, you'll need to take that loose, and you'll need to take off of the bottom of the base right there. You'll have to take that loose to slide it up to get that bolt right down there into the machine. And it goes through the legs, or the handle right here for the Wheelie Bird. I assume the 2.0 is the same. But I'll splice this video together, see if it helps you guys out. I really like this thing. Those inquiring minds that want to know, in one of the videos, it shows this bolt right here. Kind of hard doing that. Hitting this spot right here, that pin. And the gentleman in the other video, they put a bunch of washers and brought the bolt up through this way. That's fine, but if you pull this clip right here and that snap ring right there off, this whole unit will come up off of this base right here enough that you can put the bolt from the top down. I recommend to do that. It's not hard. I'm doing it by myself, so if I can do it, I'm 50 years old. If I can do it, you young guys can do it. It's not hard. All right, I'm going to finish up putting this thing together. We'll see what happens. Wheelie Bird says you need 2 people to do this. So just a second ago, I had the base on the wheels with the handle, the thrower. It's kind of good to put your stuff together because there's a lot of parts that come with it, and I think a lot of them you don't use because they're all for different, well, all the different bases is what it is. But what I did was, this in here was pretty easy. I just set the base or the thrower down like that, lined up the hole, started one bolt. I'm going to go to the other side and get the bolt in with the arm, and then put the other 2 bolts in after I get that one done. We should be in pretty good shape. I'll come back after we get the bolts in. Now it's all put together. Wasn't too hard to do, actually. Just remember, you put the thin spacer right there on the arm side and the thick one over on the off side, I will call it. I haven't ran this thing yet. I do have it hooked up to a battery. I'm going to flip it on and we'll see what it does for the very first time. Here we go. Oh yeah. Sounds good. I'll finish putting this thing together and I'll take it out here in the backyard and I'll launch some birds with it. We'll see how it does. I'm excited about shooting it. Guys, it doesn't, ladies and gentlemen, I should say, it doesn't take very long to put this thing together. I did it with one person. You just have to be careful. It would be easier with two people, but whenever you only have one, you only have one. The Wheelie Bird is ready to go out and launch some targets here in just a few minutes. Real quick, the base is on. I will probably put a little oil on most of the pivot points. Doesn't look like it comes greased too well. I don't want them to get dry. I won't be shooting any place where it's real dusty, so that shouldn't gum up. Other than that, you all seen it run through its cycle a minute ago. I think it works pretty good. So I'm going to go out and shoot some targets, or I'm going to throw some targets. I can't shoot here in the backyard. But the tools that I use, you don't have to have a cordless impact. It does help if you have one. A couple of 3 wrenches, 5/8, 17, which mine's, like I say, it's the older style Wheelie Bird. It's not the 2.0. But there's the tools that I used to put the base on. And I seriously think that most of those tools right there, all of those tools right there, will put the Wheelie Bird together. It's simple. It's simple, guys. If you have a little bit of mechanical ability or have a buddy that does, you can do it. And it doesn't take very long. 30 minutes, maybe 45 putting the base on if you order them all together. Then you can be shooting in an hour. As far as extra parts, when you get that wobble base, all of that right there that you see, not the wrench though, all of that is extra parts. Wheelie Bird does provide you with an Allen wrench. It's a metric one to put the wobble base on. It's pretty good. Like I say, you do have a bunch of extra parts. As far as the Wheelie Bird itself, from what I've read, I probably should have waited and bought the Wheelie Bird 2.0. It comes with a remote that goes up here. It comes with, you can see where I use some all thread and to hang my cords on. It comes with the cord hangers already on the side, I believe. You can turn this handle 90 degrees that way if you want to. It comes with bigger tires on the front, and instead of this plastic base right up here, it comes with a steel base. But other than that, and I think they said the cycle time on the motor is a little bit quicker. We'll go out here in a few minutes and I'll show you how this thing slings the birds. All right, folks, we got her set up out here. I'm out in my backyard. We'll sling some out in the yard. Hopefully I won't break any so my wife gets mad whenever she mows the yard in a little bit. We'll turn everything on. I had to load it up. We'll sling 6 or 8 birds here, give you an idea. So understand that the base does run all the time. I'll try to sling some at different angles to give you an idea, and maybe I can see, maybe we can see them. Here we go. All right, there was one. Them sling pretty good. I like that. Okay, here we go. Well, we'll get her down on the ground. They say it's, somebody said that it shoots them out on the ground pretty low, but that doesn't seem to be too bad. Try it on the high arc. Oh yeah. I think this is going to be really fun. I really do. I like it. There's another one. Don't break, don't break. Oh no, she's going to be mad now. Oh well, part of it. Here we go again on the high arc. Oh yeah, that shoots it up there pretty high. Of course, I'm throwing them into a wind and it's coming back at us, but it's going to be fun. There's one. That one's out in the bean field. Oh yeah. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, if I were to do it again, I would have bought a Wheelie Bird 2.0, just for the simple fact that it has all of the extra attachments on it. Now, it does not go back to center whenever you shut it off. I did that. It has the extra attachments on it. I bought mine $247 at Walmart. It was kind of on a whim. Wanted to do some shooting, so I bought it. The Wheelie Bird itself, I ordered the Wobble base off of Amazon. Got it yesterday. Decided to put it on today. Overall, I think I paid 200 and some bucks, maybe, for the Wobble base. For 550 bucks or whatever it comes out to be if you bought the 2.0 and the Wobble base kit on it, I think, personally myself, it makes for a lot of fun. Family gatherings if you like to shoot trap or you got friends at work. I did get the battery at Walmart whenever I bought the 2.0 or the Wheelie Bird. Bought some clay targets there, but overall I give it about a 9 out of 10 as far as putting together, operating. Pretty slick. I hope you guys find this video helpful. I know there isn't very many on YouTube of the Wheelie Bird with the Wobble base on it, but if you got any questions, put them in the comments down below, I guess. I don't know much about YouTube, but try to get this put together and put on there. Thanks again.